Hey everyone, James Sharmack here from the Nerdum with J&J. So if you're like me, you're basically staying at home right now. Well, I'm doing it just because I have underlying health issues and whatnot, so I don't really feel like catching what's out there and possibly, having, complications or whatever. So I'm staying at home. Well, it doesn't mean I can't be entertained, so going on some streaming services, watched a bunch of movies, and I thought I'd throw some of the things I've watched, see if you guys might want to see them. So, let's check out a few titles, shall we? Dead and Buried is a 1981 film that has always intrigued me, pretty much for this promotional art with the face coming out of the wasteland, just always creeped me out a bit. The film written by Dan O'Bannon, who originally wrote Alien, centers on the town of Potter's Bluff, where the locals aren't what they seem to be, of course. The local sheriff is investigating not only a rash of murders that have taken place, but the disappearance of the bodies as well. It's a welcome addition to the town as a villain genre, with a few twists along the way that kept me intrigued. The film is currently streaming on not only Amazon Prime but Tubi as well for free. So if you got a little time, give it a watch. It's a classic, and it's a bit creepy. Train to Busan is a 2016 South Korean entry in the zombie apocalypse genre and has been heralded by many as one of the best. A divorced father accompanies his daughter on the title train when the apocalypse breaks out in Seoul. Yep, it's zombies on a train. But it has deeper ideas to go beyond that, particularly how people react to their own moral values, and what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do when you throw it out the window when a crisis happens, and you're more worried about self-preservation than not. I thought it was one of the best of the genre that I've ever seen. Probably one of the best ones in the last 10 years. Train to Busan is available for free on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and a whole bunch of other platforms, as long as you can get through the subtitles. This comes highly recommended for me, and I can't stop talking about how great this movie is. My Name is Bruce was a film when I first heard of the concept way back when. I knew it was a film that I knew I needed to see. A teenager unwittingly releases an ancient Chinese demon upon his town of Gold Lick. Upon learning his B-movie actor idol, Bruce Campbell, was living in a trailer nearby while shooting his latest film, he tries to recruit the actor to stop the demon and go flash on it. The man himself is playing an exaggerated version of himself. He goes along with the ploy, thinking that it's an appearance or it's possibly a birthday present from his agent, only to be a hindrance when everything goes down. I wasn't a fan of the film when I first saw it way back when, of course, because I had to see it whenever, but I do appreciate it more after I read Hail to the Chin and the chapter devoted to the making, because you figure out that there's a lot of what went into it. He put a lot of heart and soul into it. It's a B-movie, sure. It's a little bit better than the sci-fi channel kind of stuff, and Bruce has a good time with himself, making fun of himself and whatnot, especially when he takes a little jab at the fans and whatever. This film can be found on Tubi, so give it a watch. Dead Before Dawn is a Canadian horror comedy I've passed by many times on almost every streaming service that I have. But since, times are what they are, I've decided to watch it this go around. So a group of college students accidentally break a cursed urn in one of their grandfather's curiosity shops, resulting in having a curse that makes anyone they make eye contact with suicidal, and thusly coming back from the dead as a zombie demon. They have until dawn to reverse the curse, or otherwise it sticks forever. Doesn't want to be anything more than it is. It likes being a dumb horror comedy. The cast is pretty game, especially Christopher Lloyd and the kids who are the college students. If you want to watch this, it should be on just about any streaming service you have. It's a good time. I probably should have seen it earlier, so I'll give it a recommendation. Wait for it. Blah! Freaks of Nature is a film I don't think Sony or Columbia Pictures had a clue how to market or what to do with it. It takes place in a town of
Dilford, where humans, zombies, and vampires coexist, until one day aliens arrive, causing all sorts of chaos and causing everyone to turn on each other. The three leads are a human, and a recently turned vampirist, and a recently turned zombie. All three of them high school misfits. This is what I would call most likely could have been a John Hughes film if he went to horror. It's just a lot of gore, a lot of violence, a lot of teen angst, a lot of that kind of a storyline where you would see in a John Hughes film. And it's a very violent one and gory one at that. It surprised me by how many named actors like Dennis Leary were in it and had Oswald, and it virtually got no release. You can find this on Crackle and maybe one or two other streaming sites. Let's talk Dead Snow. Apparently it's only available for rental on Amazon Prime. Plot is simple enough. A group of Norwegian college students head up to the mountains and stumble upon a little box of Nazi gold, thereby awakening an angry horde of Nazi zombies. There, that's the story. It's simple enough. And there's a lot of influence from Sam Raimi, Evil Dead, that era for films. Basically, if you go with the plot, you go with the atmosphere, to the level of gore in the movie, the humor, even to the camera shots. It's as if Evil Dead was filmed in Norway, it would be this film. And, you know, obviously it shows. It's almost like a love letter to the Evil Dead films, more or less. But, you know, I do recommend this film. I recommend it to a bunch of people. But if there was a film I'd recommend even more, it would probably have to be...
Okay, stop right there. There are spoilers coming up ahead in the Dead Snow 2 review, so don't say I didn't warn you.
Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead, is a bonkers film. Taking place right after the original, Nazi gold is not enough for the Nazi zombies anymore, who now have the world in their sights. Now able to recruit those that have passed, it could be possible to take over the world. The sole survivor, having the Commandant's severed arm unwittingly attached to his stump, and with the assistance of a trio who call themselves the Zombie Squad, seek to raise an army of undead Cossacks in order to fight and to stop the zombies, all the while have them seeking revenge. This is an improvement upon the original in every insane way. And it has an unforgettable final scene that just made my jaw drop. It's streaming on YouTube, Tubi, and Vudu, so find it wherever you can. Office Uprising is a Crackle exclusive and an insane film. A low-level cubicle jockey for a weapons manufacturer skips a meeting and comes in the next day to find just about everyone murderously insane. He only wants to get the girl he's loved his entire life out of the building without her getting killed. That's your plot. This movie is bonkers. It's a great addition to the office horror genre. It's an entertaining mishmash of Shaun of the Dead and Office Space, and the Shaun influence shows throughout the movie. It's prevalent. One could, compare it to. Let me talk about Zachary Levi. He is surprisingly effective as an almost demonic district manager, and he is having an awesome time letting loose, being a villain, doing whatever. This is a great movie, and again, this is streaming for free on Crackle.
Okay, so those are a bunch of horror films I've been streaming or watching or whatever while I'm staying at home. I'm probably going to watch some more. There might be another list next week. We'll see how it goes. Have you guys seen any of these films? Let me know in the comments below. Are there films I should probably check out that are free streaming? Let me know that too. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching the video so far. We're all in this together. We're, staying at home. We're watching. We're doing whatever. I'm trying to bring a little bit of entertainment and maybe some content to you guys. So, do what you can. Don't spread it. Don't nothing. Just, stay home, watch whatever, binge whatever, and don't, and help flatten the curve, I guess. So, my name is James Sharmack. This has been the Nerd Room with J&J. So, stay safe, and if you gotta, keep on collecting and happy hunting, but be safe about it.